Everybody, this is Pat with ATC Rug Washing, and we are going to get right into it. Go ahead. You good? Nah. Dirty. Jay, you want to cut out? Jay, you want to cut out? You want to cut out? Yeah, said you want. Yeah. I'll talk to you next week. Let me know. Yeah. All right, everybody, we are live here from a very hot day on Long Island, and we are going to get right to the rug cleaning. So this rug here, we are pushing out our pet treatment. It's heavily soiled and definitely had some urine. And we had our pet treatment in the rug, and we let it sit for about 20 minutes or so. So now we're going to get all that out, and then we're actually going to clean the rug. And for anybody tuning in, or just tuning in, we always like to do these if you want to ask as many questions as you want. We're very happy to answer anything. Tell us where you're from. Again, we're from Long Island, right here in New York. And we can see all the stuff that is coming out of this one. Woo! If you're just tuning in, again, we are in the middle of cleaning this rug that had some pet issues here. So the first step, we actually seen a lot more dirt than pet issues. But the first step we already did off camera is we put our pet treatment on this rug and we let that sit about 20 minutes or so. So now we're just trying to get all that out, and then we're actually going to clean the rug. If you guys have any questions about rug cleaning or cleaning in general, about us, or you just want to tell us where you're from, by all means, I'm here all day. My name is Pat, and I'm here to facilitate the chat and as well as film. And I think we're going to do 3 or 4 rugs in this live. Should be a little bit over an hour. And yeah, again, if you're just tuning in, guys, we are cleaning a Karistan rug. It's a wool rug. It definitely had some pet issues. This house, we have 6 rugs from this customer. Some of them are a little bit worse than others with the pet issues. And right now we're actually going to start cleaning the rug. We're going to do 2 small ones next. And then we're going to do, we're going to switch gears and do some tufted rugs. Just going to find you, oh, there we go. Joe, take the brush, just try to spread it around a little bit. I know. I'm going to make a second bucket that we put some smaller holes in. I see some more people joining. I'm Pat. We are ATC Rug Washing on a scorching day here on Long Island, New York. And we are in the middle of cleaning this rug here. We let it soak with our pet treatment. We rinsed all that out. And now we are actually cleaning this rug. And this particular cleaning we're using is also a deodorizer designed, it's wool safe. And is designed for cleaning as well as deodorizing urine specifically. So we're going to put it on the front. We're going to turn the rug over. We're going to put it on the back. We'll let that sit for a few minutes. And then we will get this one into our centrifuge right here. And then we'll keep on going with the next one. So we have 6 rugs from this customer. And we're going to do 3 of them today on camera. And then we have another customer with a tufted rug, which we will show you guys how we clean. It's a little bit different than most rugs. And if you follow our channel, you're going to notice we have a brand new bucket, which we are going to pop a Ruggy sticker, our mascot, on. But no more Home Depot buckets. Well, maybe not forever. We might mix a Home Depot bucket in here and there. But actually, you're going to see a whole bunch of different buckets. Everything's color-coded now. You can see them in the back over there. We finally got enough money for buckets. We're moving up in the world. We got colored buckets. They're reading Rugbo. You say? All right, if you're just tuning in, we are cleaning this wool Karistan here. We already treated it for pet issues. Definitely heavily soiled, as Joe just pointed out. So once we put our pet treatment on, we let it dwell. We rinse all that out, and now we are actually cleaning the rug. So we're on the back. We started with the front, if you're just tuning in, and we are now back on the back of the rug. And this cleaning product is also a deodorizer. Specifically, it's wool safe and made for urine. So we're gonna let this dwell probably about 5 minutes or so. The front's already been dwelling for a few minutes. And then when we're finished with this rug, we are going to do these two smaller rugs here. Actually, we're gonna clean this rug right here that Juan's holding. Say hello, Juan. Hello. This is a wool rug with some silk highlights. No pet issues. Should be a fun little clean. Actually, maybe we'll clean that one next. And at this point, once we rinse off the back, we'll turn it over, see how much dirt we're getting out of it, and then it'll go into our centrifuge, and I'll kind of explain how this works. I usually do that in a lot of the lives. And if you're watching and you have any rug questions, or you want to let us know where you're tuning in from, again, we're here in Long Island, New York. I am here for the entire live filming, and I'm here to answer questions. I'm one of the owners here at ATC Rug Washing. And if you've seen some of our videos, I'm the guy with the beard. Hello. And yeah, if you have any cleaning questions, any rug questions, think about it. We do a lot of different types of cleaning, so anything you'd like to know, I'm more than happy to answer. And you can see our rack in the back. We started a couple hours ago. We got about a couple of nice size rugs here today. About eight or nine done so far. Aiming for about, I don't know, maybe 15 or 16 before we will switch gears for the day. And you can see where Joe's stepping right now, all that dirt is starting to leak out. Make sure when we rinse the back, we put some water under it. And again, if you're just tuning in, we're just letting this chemistry on the rug dwell a little bit. We already treated the rug for pet issues, but we're giving it like a little 1-2 punch here. And we got a couple more rugs for you guys just to watch us clean. And then that'll be the day. And if you've been following our channel and you're just tuning in, you might notice no more Home Depot buckets. They had to go. So we got everything branded. Not branded, but every color has its own different chemistry. And you can see behind the chair over there a little bit, all the different buckets that we're using. We use a lot of different types of cleaning solutions when we clean rugs, and every rug they make rugs out of a lot of different materials. A lot of them have different problems. We do a lot of restoration work. So we get rugs that smell like fire, they smell like smoke, mold, mildew. We do a whole bunch of that. Actually, I have a rug here that this is a little bit normally past what we would normally attempt to clean, but we've already cleaned this rug once. We'll have a video on it later. All these dark spots you're seeing, this is all mold. So we're trying to save this rug. It might not be able to go back in a customer's home, but we're definitely giving it a shot. But we do a lot more than just regular rug cleaning here. All right, guys, you want to let it go? All right, so we're going to rinse this off now. And again, if you guys are tuned in, you have any questions, by all means, ask them. I'm here to talk to you. Now, this is the back of the rug. So whenever we do the squeegee on the back, We don't really pull a lot of dirt from the back, but all that dirt and dirty water you're seeing at the end, that's actually from the front of the rug. Put some under it too. Yeah. Once he finishes, let's put it under and then, yeah. If you guys are just tuning in, we are in the middle of cleaning this wool Karastan. Had some pet issues. And we're getting towards the end here now, the cleaning process. We've already treated it for the urine, and now we're in the actual cleaning stage of the rug. So what you're going to see Joe do here now is we're going to flood the under the rug. And what that does is right now this rug is upside down and has a lot of soap on it. So we're going to use gravity to our advantage, and we are going to start to push out all the dirt that's fallen on the floor. And that way we turn the rug over and we're not turning it over onto dirt. And you can start to see as he does it a little bit. On some rugs it takes a little longer, but you start to see a little bit of that soil from the front of the rug start to leak out. And on bigger rugs and more absorbent rugs, you'll see a lot more of the effect when we run the squeegee. It will once you start squeegee. Yeah. Wet the back too. And you can see all the water we're putting under the rug right now. It's going to start to come out as he runs the squeegee on the back. Yep. And right at the end, all that water that's coming out, that's all from the front of the rug. And if you're just tuning in, we're pretty far along on the cleaning process for this one. We've already treated this rug and rinsed out our pet treatment, and now we are cleaning the rug. So we've already put soap on the front. We're actually going back to the front. We cleaned the back. And at this point now, we're going to go through a lot of the cleaning motions till we get the rug to a level where once we put it in the centrifuge, we can knock out the rest of the dirt. Now these fringes are synthetic. They're fake. You can, yep. You can. Just be careful when you hit them because they're not really attached by much. So I guess they're looking at the fringes here. They see that they're a little bit dirty. So we're going to spray a little something on. Now these Karastan rugs are very famous rugs. We clean a ton of these rugs. They don't make them anymore. The factory closed. They are wool rugs. They're extremely durable. But the way they make them, they're machine made, and all of the fringes are added after. So the fringes on these rugs are synthetic. So what we're doing, it's a little bit easier. It's a lot easier to clean than cotton fringes, because really this is very similar to like wall-to-wall carpet. They're made out of plastic. So usually just a light application of cleaning solution, a little bit of brushing, and then we run a power washer over them, which you'll see all that in a minute, and then pretty much they're good to go. Joe's going to plug in our power washer, and he's going to start to clean the fringes. Hello, Evelyn. We buy our cleaning solutions from a lot of different places. So what we've found is there's a lot of companies making cleaning solutions, and they are all good at one or two or sometimes 3 or 4 different things. Not every company makes the best cleaning solution for every problem. So right now we probably buy from about 6 or 7 different companies, and we kind of just some stuff is one-off products that we make. We buy a lot of regular cleaning solutions. We buy from 1 or 2 companies, and then we buy a lot of one-off products. A lot of companies are all making the same. They're all trying to solve the same problems, and just some of them do a much better job than others. And because we're in America, I don't think we really buy any international products. I'd have to check, but for the most part, everything we're buying is from American companies. But I know in Europe they make some very good products. It's just too hard to get them. And where are you tuning in from, Evelyn? You're very welcome. And by the way, these fringes, they're not supposed to be white. They're like a darker brownish kind of beige color. Well, thank you for tuning in. And again, if you're just tuning in, we are open to answer any questions. My name is Pat. I'm one of the owners here at ATC Rug Washing. It is a absolutely sweltering hot day here in Long Island. It is brutal. It's about 95 degrees in the shop. And we are just rolling along here. We are on our first rug of the live still. And what we're trying to do here is this rug had pet issues. So we put our pet treatment on it, we let that dwell, then we started the live actually. So we rinsed all that out, and now we're just cleaning the rug. We've cleaned the back of the rug already, the front of the rug, we're giving it its first rinse, and then we'll kind of assess what we need to do from there. And we're gonna see a lot more coming out now. So the way we train most employees just right here on the wash floor. We're actually part of a network of rug cleaners. It's about 3,000 rug cleaners all across the country. There's a couple outside of the U.S. And they actually offer in-shop classes in a whole bunch of different places. So at some point, we will sometimes send an employee, more of a higher level management employee, to some of those classes. But for the most part, we teach our employees how to clean rugs right here. Usually myself and my father, usually me, I'll kind of teach employees on the wash floor how to clean rugs. And if you've been watching our channel for a while, if you go back, it's like around a year and a half ago or so, 2 years ago, you'll see that I was pretty much washing every rug on camera. And now I really don't wash any rugs on camera anymore. But right now we've got about, I don't know, maybe 6 or 7 guys who are cleaning rugs. And we actually have a new guy who I might do, while we're training him, I might go live. And that way you guys can kind of see how we actually train somebody and the stuff that we actually want our employees to learn when they're cleaning rugs. Funny thing is, the rug cleaning process is usually the same for 95% of rugs that we wash, but the chemistry varies greatly. And if you kind of use the wrong chemistry on the wrong type of rug, you can really make an irreversible mistake. So we usually don't start new employees on any of those. But for the most part, we start them with synthetic rugs because you can't really mess anything up with those. They're basically made out of plastic. If you put the wrong chemistry on it, nothing really happens. You can't really ruin them. You can't really bleach them for the most part. But on a wool rug like this, if you put the wrong stuff on there, you can really make a mistake. So, but cleaning wool rugs in general is more or less the same process as any other rug. And I see we got a bunch more people tuning in now. We're going to be cleaning a whole bunch of rugs for you guys today. This is the first one. We're getting towards the end here. Thank you, Evelyn. And if anybody has any questions about rug cleaning, any kind of cleaning in general, about us here, any videos you want us to make, I am here to answer everything as long as we're live. And at this point, the water is still looks a little dirty, but everything they're doing on this wash flow right now pales in comparison to our centrifuge. So we're actually going to show you how that works right now. And I'm going to guess a lot of you watching have seen some rug videos, you've seen a centrifuge before, but I'll kind of really get into how it actually works. The first thing we're doing is we're rolling the rug up. And the straighter we make this roll, the better it is. Now you can tell right here they're off a little bit, which they're going to go back a little bit now. Joe, Ant, you can lift up, just lift that up, yeah. Yeah. And this is the part that you guys nobody ever shows on camera. Some of this does not go, the first roll doesn't always go smooth. Everybody makes mistakes. Not that this is a big mistake. Okay, so now we're going to put this rug onto this cart. Perfect. And now it's going to go into our centrifuge. Grab the two little ones. Two little ones. Okay, so we've got a rug in our centrifuge now. So the way this machine works is rug goes in there, and once we actually turn it on, it rapidly spins, and this rug actually opens up to the walls of the centrifuge. And you can see all these holes here, and that's the area where the water actually passes through. So we close the door, and there's a little nozzle that you see right there. It's pitched downward. So the first thing we're trying to do in this machine is we are trying to get this rug to actually open up and catch. So we start the rug at a moderate speed, about 3,000 RPMs. First, yep, and then it takes usually about 30 seconds to a minute for this to catch. And now, once we see water come out of the centrifuge, that's a pretty good indication that the rug is actually caught. And you can see there's definitely some dirt still coming out. Now, once we know the rug is caught, we try to get all the water out of the rug, and at the same time we start rinsing. So are you rinsing right now, one? Okay. So what he's doing right now is this valve is open, and now we are pushing water into this machine through the rug to further rinse it. And as we do that, we get a gauge of how, we start to get a gauge of how clean the rug is getting inside the centrifuge. That rug that we clean gets at minimum 3 rinses. And the first rinse always kind of looks like this. Now I'm looking at this rug. This rug had pet issues. Hold on one second. And I don't really see any yellow. So I think we did a pretty good job on the wash floor of removing that, breaking that urine down and removing it. And now we are just trying to push out all the soap we left in it and all the dirt. And as that's going on, behind me, they are starting the next 2 rugs. Now, these rugs are, and the one in the centrifuge right now, these are all for the same customer. We typically do not mix urine contaminated rugs from customer to customer, but in the same house, it's the same dogs, so we're able to clean them at the same time. Woo! Okay, and what you're seeing right now, there is no, hold on one second, Joe. What you're seeing right now, we didn't put any soap on this rug yet. So the first thing we do whenever we clean a rug is we actually wet the rugs out and we run a brush on them. You see all this soap here? That's probably from all the spotting and different ways the customer tried to clean the rug in their house. And we want to get as much of this out as possible before we start adding our own chemistry into the rug. Let's see. And it also gives us a couple things, actually. It gives us a really good idea of if they used anything. We're able to actually remove some dirt and urine, and that way the cleaning solutions we put down don't have to work harder to fight through the loose stuff that's coming out anyway. All right, let's see on this one. Ooh. And you can see in the centrifuge now, the water is a lot clearer and just white. So we're aiming for a little less white because the motion and the force of this actually turns the water a little choppy. And actually all the cleaning solutions we use, let's say we did leave a little bit behind, they are non-resoiling. We're not actually using the same type of chemistry as normal carpet cleaning. We're not really using soap. We're using encapsulate products. And the way that those work is they actually form a bubble around any dirt, and they dry to a crystallized powder, and it vacuums away. So once we finish washing rugs and they're dry, they go through a second dusting process to remove any soap we left behind. Our favorite pet treatment, we use a couple. We use a product called Triple D, and that is from a company called ChemMax. And we use another, what's it called? We use, this is called Rug Deodorizing Shampoo, and that's from a company called RCI. Yes, Oscar, it is. It's a bit of a process, but it's really the right way to clean rugs. So now on these rugs, you see all that urine. We put down a pet treatment. And we're going to let that dwell a little bit. And then we're going to hit this again with a cleaner and deodorizer. This first product here really is just more of a deodorizer. But all of this action, just the amount of water we're using and the amount of agitation will just remove dirt as well. And you can see in the centrifuge, in the distance there, that water is much clearer. Okay. And every rug we clean, we do the front and back. And you can see how much that urine is starting to break up on the white floor here. Old. All right, so same thing on the back. Now on the front, it's been dwelling for a little bit already. So we usually do about 10 minutes from the time we start for this pet treatment. And I see a whole bunch of people have been tuning in. I am Pat with ATC Rug Washing here on a scorching hot day in Long Island, in New York. And if you have any questions about rug cleaning or any kind of cleaning in general, we actually do a ton of different types of cleaning. Believe it or not, our primary business outside of rug cleaning is actually office cleaning. We have about, 70 or 80 employees who clean offices at night for us. We just don't really show a lot of that on camera, because nobody wants to see people emptying garbage. But yeah, if you have any questions, I'm here to answer any questions you guys have. And also, let us know where you're watching from. I know I usually ask that question on these lives, and we get people from all over the world tuning in, which is really cool. All right, so we're gonna let that sit for a few minutes, and that should time up really well with the centrifuge is almost done. So now what we're looking for in the centrifuge here is for this water to pretty much be at this level, where it's just kind of like slowly trickling out. Now this machine, when we're drying rugs, it's spinning at about 8,000 RPM. It goes up to 10,000. And, careful as I walk up the floor here. And it gets rugs about between 90 and 95% dry in 3 minutes at this speed of 8,000 RPM. And I think we're pretty much almost there. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna stop the machine. I'm gonna turn the speed back down for the next rug. And this machine stops in about 30 seconds. Anybody just tuning in, if you have any questions about rug cleaning, about our business, anything like that, my name is Pat. I'm one of the owners here at ATC Rug Washing in Long Island, in New York. All right, now as the rug slows down, we can see less and less water coming out. And basically what we're gonna do, we're gonna take this rug out, we're gonna groom the rug. And let's take a look to see what it looks like. Okay, and this is actually a perfect way to show you guys. This is what I was talking about. During the spinning process, the rug actually affixes to the walls of the machine. And we're gonna run the machine in reverse, and the rug is gonna roll itself back up backwards. There we go, perfect. And then get a little heavy in there. Perfect. And now we're gonna groom this rug and put it on our drying rack. And you see, we show this in a lot of our videos, but every rug has a light side and a dark side. So you see how right here, how if I move the rug, it looks darker? That's because I'm looking at the light side. And when we say groom the rug, what we're talking about is putting these fibers back into place. So we always want to go, this is like downward, and we want to go down. So what Juan is going to do right now, he's taking a brush, and he's pushing the whole rug down. You can see in some spots where it's darker, and then once he goes over it, it turns lighter. See? Now if I go to the other side of the rug is going to look darker. And that's just an aesthetic thing. So what you're seeing now is the light is not reflecting off of the tips of the rugs, or off this rug. And again, if I go back to the light side, the rug is much lighter and brighter. Now, some people, we always open these rugs up towards the light side, and then sometimes in certain houses, people like the dark side. On really red rugs or really dark blue rugs, it looks very different. Sometimes I like the dark side better too. And we made a mistake here today. Somebody forgot to put a rug on the back rack. So now we gotta fight our way through all these other rugs here. There we go. Perfect. And this rug, we used to have if you watched our videos from a while back, we used to have the old racks that we had to do by hand. They're still over here. We're actually getting a new rack soon. And this one is fully automatic, which makes everybody's life a lot easier. And basically this rug now just goes up. And we finished drying, and usually by tomorrow morning, this rug will be completely dry.
Nice. You got the first
All right,
shot.
now we're gonna go back to these two rugs. So I'll get back in position. And what they're doing is they are now they're just going to clamp the rug because we put so much air from these fans on the rug overnight. As they dry, if we don't clamp them, we come in the next morning and they're just on the floor. All right, you ready?
Ready to go?
And again, I see a lot of people jumping in and out. If you have any questions, my name is Pat. Any question you guys have about rug cleaning or our business in general, or let us know where you're from, I'm here to answer. I am one of the owners here at ATC Rug Washing. We are in the middle now. We just finished that rug that we put on the rack there. And now these two rugs here from the same customer have some pet issues. So we put our pet treatment on the front, then we turn the rugs over, we put it on the back. We let them sit. It's been about 10 minutes. And so what we're going to do now, we're going to work on rinsing that out. And let's see what comes out. And you can see that yellow there, that's all urine. Yep. Now on all these rugs that we're cleaning so far, the fringes are artificial. These were added after. Ooh, there you go. I'm starting to see it come out now. Is that Ricky Rubio on the hose? No, that is Joe Dina. Color. All right, so we got a little bit of color coming out of this one. And that happens sometimes when you have rugs that have urine laying on them. That urine breaks down the color. We're going to work on this one, yep. And this is something most people would never show you live. And when I looked at this rug, I kind of thought 50-50 chance that it bleeds. And I figure it's kind of fun to show you guys this live, because this actually does happen, I would say 1 out of every like 30 rugs. Now this rug is a little older, it has vegetable dye, but when you let urine sit for a long time on a rug, it can really have an effect, especially when that urine is sitting in sunlight. So what we're going to do now, we are going to only work on this rug because it's bleeding, and we're going to get this rug finished, and then we'll go back to the other one. And Ant, you're going to make, what do you got there, Ant? Yep. Put dye, yep. And we're going to want to get that on pretty quick. We're going to want to get that on pretty quick. Let's just give this a good squeegee. Yep, and then we're going to put that on. Okay, so, and let's see. Yep. Ooh, we got blue coming out. Crocking? That's probably from the urine. Okay, so, now I'm seeing a little bit less, but what we're doing here is we are now going to clean the rug, and at the same time, we are putting a product called dye release on this rug. Now, this is something that's really meant for rug cleaners. And the way this product works is on a molecular level, it makes the colors bind together, the color molecules bind together, and they become too large to actually go into the dye sites on the rug. Now the caveat to this is because there's color moving on this rug, we cannot put it in the centrifuge. We can put it in the centrifuge, but we can't do any rinsing. If we rinse this rug in the centrifuge and there's color movement, it might force the color to rapidly move to other areas, especially fringes. Now on this, we're a little lucky because these fringes are not cotton. They were added on after. Okay, so what we're gonna do now, we're gonna rinse this out and we're gonna put some more dye release on to get a cotton. Yep, I know exactly what they're doing, okay. And I'll explain as they're doing what we're doing. So the main objective now is we wanted to get that dye release into this rug. So if any color starts moving around, and I don't really see, as he starts to squeegee, you'll see the white areas, there's no color really moving anywhere yet. It's just kind of coming off the rug. And it actually looks a little bit like it's getting less.
Yeah.
And that can happen sometimes too. Okay. Let me actually get to a better angle for you guys. Okay. So now what we want to do is, and there's still a balance here because there's definitely some dirt left. So let's give it another rinse. I don't really see any color going anywhere, which is a good thing. I want to put another rinse, and then we'll put another dye thing. I want to try to get more of this dirt out. Yeah. And Joe, definitely put a little water under it. Yeah, definitely. And if you guys are just tuning in, we are live here, and we're actually cleaning a rug. They both have urine, but this one, the urine actually started to break down some of the blue color in the rug, and we are now dealing with that as we wash it. And I've watched a lot of rug cleaning channels. First of all, I've never seen anybody go live, but I've never seen anybody clean bleeders live. And this is actually the second time we're doing this. We have a whole live video. It took us like an hour and a half, and the rug was very red. And a lot of, same thing, it's always urine. Most rugs, they don't bleed from washing. It's only when either, well, there's two things. Either the urine broke it down, or the customer tried to clean it with something, and whatever they tried to clean it with, a lot of stuff you buy in stores for pet treatment on rugs is not really meant for wool rugs. It's meant for like synthetic rugs, like especially wall-to-wall carpet, and they're very aggressive and they actually break the color down. So what we're doing now is we're just putting just water back on the rug with that same dye product. And now Joe, while he's doing that, yep, scrub that in. And you can see the way we're cleaning that color came out. There's no panic. It's just a normal part of the cleaning process. Now we adapt. Use an 8x10. Fold it in half. We'll figure it out. And I know if you haven't really watched our channel, you don't really see a lot of this. But this is actually how professional rug cleaners clean rugs that bleed. So once we get this dye product on here now obviously our main concern right now is it's finding a balance. I think we got enough urine out to start. We'll see once it's dry, and then we'll have to do a little bit more dry cleaning to get this out. But now we just want to make sure we get this rug as dry as possible, as quick as possible, so we don't get any of that color moving all over the place. So what we're actually doing, we're taking this canvas cloth here, it's just a regular drop cloth, canvas one, and we are putting it on the rug. And what that'll do is in the centrifuge, if this rug, it's a process called stamping. All right, I'll try to explain it this way. If you put a rug in the centrifuge like this that has bleeding color, and you don't do this process, sometimes you'll dry the rug, you'll take it out, and you'll see one part of the rug that's stamped another part of the rug. So what this does is it allows the rug, it catches loose color as it's drying in the centrifuge. And like I said before, we can't put any water in this now, in the centrifuge, because we don't want two things. We don't want that tarp to move, and we also don't want more color to go through the rug. And you can actually see a little bit on this tarp here from another rug we must have did in the past. There's a little bit of red on it. Now that won't make any kind of issue on the rug. And then once this goes in, sometimes you'll get an entire duplicate copy of the rug. So the first thing we're gonna do, he's gonna take that. I'm gonna go into the centrifuge. And then no water, just dry it. And you can see some of the stuff that we're starting to pull out of this rug. And again, all we're doing right now is we're just drying this rug. And then we'll go from there with it. Now, back to this one. If you guys are just tuning in, we're cleaning a bunch of rugs with pet issues. And this is the third rug of the day, of the live. Did a whole bunch of rugs today. And if you have any questions or anything like that about rug cleaning or us in general, please let me know. Juan, you can kill this. What? No. Stop it. Stop, yeah. Also, we're going to dry this one upside down with a fan on it. You know, the amount of people that ask us if they could come here and watch is actually kind of crazy. But unfortunately, at the moment, we are... it's a pretty active shop, and I'm a little worried about any kind of... I don't want somebody to get hurt here. The floor is usually very wet, you know, while we're washing. I do know there's a shop, though, in Nebraska. His name is Cam. I think it's called Omaha Rug Care. And they actually have a viewing window in their shop to let people come and watch. Our building, unfortunately, we're not really set up for that right now. I'm upside down with a fan. Maybe on that side one? Yeah. And then just make sure you groom it. So we are not going to put this rug onto our drying rack. Sorry, I got a new camera here. The reason that we're not going to do that is because we don't want any of that loose dye to start to move with gravity. So what we're going to do is, we're going to put the rug upside down. We're going to put an air mover on it, and this will cause a dry point on the back of the rug. And all the moisture, including any loose color that still might be in there, will now come to the back of the rug. That's fine. Just move it around every once in a while. All right, now while Juan is setting that up, we're going to go back to the wash floor. That one more for the live. One more for the live. All right. All right, so after we finish this one, we got one more for the day. No urine on this one. A much more normal cleaning rug. This is going to be a wool rug that has silk highlights. And these types of rugs usually make great before and after pictures. Oh yeah, okay. Thank you, Robbie Nick. All right, so the next rug we're going to clean this rug right here. So this is actually, you know what? Does this not have silk highlights? I've been lying to you guys the whole time. No, I think it's just wool. Okay, so I want you to take a picture, one. I want you to take a picture from both sides. All right, so we're actually going to get a little before and after picture on this one. So come back to like here. Take it the other way. Take it, yep. Yep, take one on that side, and then one on the other side. Okay. Yeah, if you guys have any more questions about rug cleaning, let me know. Ooh, I can see a little bit of urine coming out on there. Now this is we're still on the first part, right? No, I'm saying, did we put anything else down? Oh, we did. Okay. Yep. Yeah, put a little under. And you can run the machine on it too. Yeah. And Joe, just give him a little water. What we're doing right now, we're just scrubbing the rug with water here, and this will allow us to just kind of break up some more dirt. There's plenty of soap on this rug still, so there's no reason to really add more soap, or we can just kind of agitate, add a little water, and use the soap that's on there to get more of the dirt out. Our whole philosophy here is less is more. You know, the less chemistry we have to use to get the job done, the better it is for the rug, really. And Max, I just saw you from Alabama. Thank you for watching. And again, if anybody has any questions about rug cleaning or anything like that, let me know. I am Pat from our company is ATC Rug Washing. We are on Long Island. Hello, Vanessa. And Long Island is in New York, where it is scorching out today. Feels like 90 degrees out there. It's about 90 something degrees in the shop here. We are rocking and rolling. And we're going to do one more rug from this. We are going to clean the wool rug I just showed you guys. And that rug has no pet issues, so it's pretty much a regular, straightforward wash. And I think it'll have a really nice before and after. And if you guys have been watching our channel for a while, you might be noticing no more Home Depot buckets. We finally made the switch from Home Depot and Lowe's buckets to we had to buy our own buckets, and they're all color coordinated now. And you can see all the different colors we have in the back over there. So these are all Karastans and a couple of like Karastan knockoffs actually. Karastans, they don't make them anymore. The factory closed down. I believe, I want to say, I forget where they're from. I can't remember where they're from, but we clean a lot of them. They're really, really well-made, machine-made wool rugs. Vanessa, I have not gotten any kind of copyright or any other kind of issues with with Home Depot or Lowe's. No, we just wanted to. We wanted more color buckets because we use a lot of different cleaning solutions, and we were coming in the next morning if different people came in to clean, and all the buckets were like two different colors, and we had no idea. We'd have to be throwing buckets of cleaning solution down the drain because we just didn't know what they were, and if you put the wrong cleaning solution on the wrong type of rug, you can really make a mistake. So now we basically got enough buckets to kind of cover all the cleaning solutions we make. And then we got a new bucket to do the bucket drop that kind of matches our company color, and we're going to put our mascot, the ruggy mascot we have on it, and just be a little bit more on brand. Hello, Derek from Indonesia. Thank you very much for tuning in. All right, so this one's going to go in. And again, the same thing as all the other times we run the centrifuge. All right, Joey, the last one is this one. This one right here, yep. Yeah, Vanessa, it was getting the color coding system just makes sense. All right, let's see what comes out of this one. All right, so. That's what? No, that's wool. Yeah. All right, so. Ooh, definitely still a little yellow in there. Now this machine, the way the centrifuge, at the force at which the centrifuge is pushing water through the rug, actually helps really kind of get that last little oomph out of anything we left behind. And the amount of water we're putting through this machine is actually crazy. Every minute of water in this machine is like the equivalent of what we're doing on the wash flow over like the course of 10, 12 minutes. Okay, so we got a very nice regular wool rug here. And you can kind of see how dark it is. I'm going to actually stand here to do this rug, because as they start to clean it, Ann, what are you making over there? Yeah, 20 ounces? Yeah. All right, so as we're cleaning this rug, you're going to see as soon as the cleaning solution touches it and it actually starts to get worked in, the rug is going to become much brighter and cleaner almost instantly. Put a little, just in case, Ann, put a little dye release in. And when we clean, this rug has no pet issues, so when we clean rugs that have no pet issues, the cleaning process is much quicker. There's no dwell time for any of the chemistry we use. It's pretty much as soon as the chemistry touches it, we are good to go. Now, like every rug, we are still going to go through the same motions here. So the first thing we do when we clean a rug is we run our machine with just water to kind of break up any loose dirt and to see if there's any chemistry that the customer had tried to put on there. So if they tried some kind of home spotter, they went to Home Depot, maybe bought something to try to clean the rug, we'll kind of find out that's on there. We don't want our cleaning solutions to mix with theirs, because that can cause a lot of problems. Now I do see on these fringes a little dirty. Maybe give it a little hit, yeah, a little wet. And all that dirt that's coming out right now, that would have been a waste to put a little bit of any kind of cleaning solution on there. Because then our cleaning solution has to fight through that loose dirt to get to the harder dirt, and this dirt just comes out anyway. Ooh.
That was a surprise for me.
Ooh. Maybe there's a little urine right there. Get that on there first. I want to get the dye release in it. I want to get the dye release in the rug. I want to get the dye release. I got to get the dye release in the rug. Don't care. Nope. Okay. I gotta tell you, I kind of missed the Home Depot bucket already. All right, so now just as a precaution on this rug, we're putting that same dye release product into this rug, but you can start to see how much brighter the rug is starting to get. There's been a couple of rugs that customer have had maybe us pick up, and they have like a lot of dry rot, so there's a lot of holes in the rug, or the rug, like if we were to wash it, would break down. There's a couple other ways for us to clean rugs. Not every rug we clean has to get washed, and sometimes this washing process can be very aggressive for a rug. So a lot of times, even if a rug has like a hole in it, or a little difficult, we'll try to clean it another way. We use our truck mounted system a lot for a lot of different types of rugs. The other thing too is we can a lot more rugs can be wet, they just can't go in here. So sometimes we'll wet a rug out and clean it, and then we have to dry it a different way. We have to use our truck. You may have seen a video, sorry, I was getting a phone call, where we put a rug on a tarp and we cleaned it on the tarp, and that's because the rug had some holes in it. So as we were cleaning the rug, once we dried it the best we could on the wash, we were able to take the whole rug with the tarp and not really move the rug, but move the tarp. Boston, thank you for watching. And we leave all that soap on the front of the rug. And the reason for that is we want the... Oh yeah, it's gonna be one of these. Yeah, it's gonna be one of... Yeah, it's gonna be one of these little curls. So you're gonna see on this rug here... No, you can rub it. So on this type of rug, this happens a lot. Usually on rugs that look like this, these types of wool rugs, you're gonna see as we clean it, like you can see in the back corner there, it's curling a little bit. And that curling is the cotton foundation, once it gets wet, is starting to shrink, but the wool is not. And that's just something that very easily we fix once the rug is dry. Anyway, back to what I was saying. We leave that soap on the front of the rug because we want the gravity to actually start to pull down and pull some of the dirt onto the floor in front of the rug. And then when we rinse this rug, we'll rinse the back and we'll put water under the rug to kind of flush that dirt away. You can use a regular one for now, yeah. Yeah, it seems like everybody likes different parts of the cleaning process. I know people love the bucket drop videos. Those videos do really well. But yeah, I like the scrubbing too. I think a lot of people like the squeegee part. And I almost had that on camera and almost fell down. Yep. And you can see it right here, how some of this dirt now is starting to come out from the front of the rug. Because what happens, these rugs are so tightly made that when we do the squeegee on the back, we don't really get any of the rug. The water just kind of lays there and nothing happens. That's actually a good idea. So we are going to start selling some t-shirts through our YouTube store. And that's actually a pretty good idea for one. Just hold this very straight. It's a very weird camera. Just kind of stand right there and just stay right there. Hello there. Okay, sorry, I had to had a customer come in. Let's see, got a couple questions here. So, own a rug. I've been watching for 10 minutes. Well, thank you very much for watching. So we do clean sheepskin rugs. There's two different ways to clean them, and it really depends on what's going on with your rug. So if you have a sheepskin rug that has urine on it, we have to wash it. And as we wash it, we have to like recondition the leather on the back. Now, sometimes it really depends on what's going on with if you tried to clean it or whatever. But if the back of your sheepskin rug is very hard, it's a little hard for us to reverse that. But we do get the odor out. We do get it clean. If it doesn't have any pet issues, then we actually are okay. So no urine, just dog smell and tree crumbs. Okay. So we would dust it really well. And then we would actually dry clean it. We do a ton of dry cleaning here for a lot of different types of rugs. So if the rug has no urine, washing a sheepskin rug it can be a little aggressive and a little detrimental to the type of rug that you have. So we actually dry clean it with the same types of chemistry that your dry cleaner uses for your clothes. The only difference is once we start the dry cleaning process, we can actually wet it because that rug is basically just hair. The only thing we're really worried about is not really overly wetting the leather part. And then on the other side, on the back of the rug, we would actually buff the leather, depending on what it feels like. So sometimes on sheepskin rugs, there's like a felt kind of feel to them. And then on other ones, there's more of a finished kind of feel, and we would basically put a leather conditioner on them and then buff that. How many years have I been cleaning rugs? Well, good question. So I have been in the family business since I was about 12. I am 37 now, but in the beginning I was doing a lot more office cleaning, and now it's been probably the better part of like 5 years or so we've really been cleaning rugs. So during COVID, we kind of changed our business model. We did a lot of work in offices and other commercial properties. And during COVID, we realized less and less people are going to offices, so we better figure out how to get in their houses. And instead of just doing regular kind of carpet cleaning, we decided there's not really a lot of people in our area doing this. Let's start cleaning area rugs. And now we actually, we get a lot of our own customers. We partner with a whole bunch of different carpet cleaners on Long Island, and they bring us all the rugs from their customers. And we actually work with a couple restoration companies, and they bring us all the rugs for when people have unfortunate stuff happen in their homes. So we clean a lot of rugs from fires, from floods, puffbacks, which is like a lot of soot, stuff like that. But yeah, we're basically actively growing since we really started. And if you really go back in our videos, it's kind of amazing. You can really kind of see the change that we've kind of taken place in like the last 2 years here. I mean, if you look at our old videos, our shop looks so much different. All right, guys, so this is going to be the last rug we cleaned in this live. So let's get this one spun, and let's show you guys what it looks like, and then we'll go from there. If you guys have any other questions, if you're just tuning in now, ask any questions you guys have. You want to let us know where you're from. We've been getting people all over the world watching these. It's kind of amazing. We really, really appreciate everybody watching this. We really, really thank you guys. I know over the last year, our YouTube channel really is starting to it's really starting to grow, and that's because you guys are just watching. So we just really, really appreciate you guys watching. right, if you guys just tuned in or you missed my little tutorial before, I got it. Yeah, I'll tell them how to do it. This is our rug centrifuge, and the way it works, you saw the rug go in it, and what we're trying to do now is we're actually trying to get the rug to catch to the outer walls, open up in this machine and catch to the outer walls of the machine. And this machine in the barrel has a bunch of holes in it, and what it does, right now I turn the water on, and we are actually actively rinsing the rug. So we actually will rinse this for about 30 seconds or so, depending on what's going on with it. There's no urine, so a little less amount of rinsing, but the same number of rinses, just not as much water per cycle. So you're seeing this water, I don't know if you can see it on camera, I know it looks maybe a little blurry. It's got a little like dirt tinge to it. So I'm gonna let that go for a couple more seconds. And then what I wanna do is, what I don't want to happen is the water that's going through the centrifuge right now, I don't want it to start filling up the rug and then start passing the rug. So I'm actually gonna shut the water and I'm going to increase the speed. And I'm gonna get the water out of the rug. That's a very thin rug, it shouldn't take that long. And then once I get a lot of the water out of the rug, I am going to refill the rug with fresh water. And we're gonna do that like 3 more times. There are special brushes for rugs, yes. In general, there's a very soft brush for this type of machine, and that works on pretty much any kind of rug. It works very well on wool rugs. This is just a regular, it's called a 175 machine. The other machine you see there, we don't use it as much on camera. I know a lot of other carpet cleaning companies have definitely used that a lot. That's called a CRB machine. It's a counter rotating brush. So there's 2 brushes. One goes one way, the other goes the other way. That works really well on synthetic rugs. We never use those blue brushes on it on any kind of wool rug, anything but synthetic rugs. They're just way too aggressive. Now we do have another one of those machines. And as I do this, I'm just going to put another rinse on. We do use another smaller one of those machines that you just put away, the CRB. And on that brush, we have white brushes, and those brushes are designed for they're much softer brushes. So we can use those never really on a wash floor, but we use them on rugs sometimes if they get a little hard after cleaning, to soften them up, or it actually pulls quite a bit of dirt out. And we're on the second rinse here. And you can see the water is a lot more white and clear now, and that's kind of what we're going for. So there's definitely less dirt that's left behind in this rug. And the rug is so thin that I really don't want to waste water, so I'm just going to kind of shut the water off and kick that up, and we're going to give it one more rinse. And usually most rugs stay in this machine for about 10 minutes. Smaller rugs, not really as long. Rugs that don't have urine, not really as long. Really kind of depends on what it looks like down there. And then at the end, thicker, bigger rugs need more time at a higher speed to dry, whereas smaller, thinner rugs need less. And what I'm doing is, this machine is variable, so I'm able to control it all the way down from 1,000 RPMs to 10,000 RPMs. And the water stage of this, anytime we put water in, it's around 4,000 RPMs. That gives enough speed for the water to come out of this spout and actually go down the barrel of the rug. But it's also slow enough where the water will actually go through the rug and not just pass through. All right, so I'm seeing a little bit less water. I'm going to open the water valve. I'm going to lower the speed down a little bit. Give it another good rinse. Now that water from down here looks very clear. But let's see, now we definitely get more water through the rug. And to me, this water looks very clear. It's always going to look a little white out of this machine because the force in that machine is making the water a little bit choppy. But I'm not really seeing any dirt. Definitely no urine. Well, there was no urine on the rug, but still. So we're going to shut this valve. We're going to kick up the speed. And then as more water comes out, I'll kick up the speed up a little bit more. And we will get the rug about 90. This type of rug is going to get about 95% dry when it comes out of this machine. And then we have a nice spot left for it right here on our racks. And as we're wrapping up here, if anybody else has any other questions, please feel free to ask them. And again, we appreciate you guys watching. I am Pat with ATC Rug Washing, Specialty Cleaning Services. We are here on Long Island in New York. And over here is Anthony. In the back over there is Joe. And I don't know where Juan is. Who knows? He's gone. So I'm going to turn the speed up a little bit more. And what I can see is I see in the distance here, there's starting to be a little less and less water coming out. And basically once this water really gets down to a very low, kind of just like dribbling out of the pipe, the rug is pretty much good to go. Patsy Ann, thank you very much. Where are you tuning in from? Yeah, you know, thank you guys. Really, I appreciate it. It seems like a lot of people are in Atlanta. Thank you. It seems like a lot of people are really enjoying the lives, and we're actually going to be making a little bit of a change, I think, in our business. And we are going to be doing a lot more cleaning at night, which will give us a lot more time to do a lot more lives. I think we're going to call it Night Rugs, which I'm more excited about than I should be. All right, so in the distance, I can see almost there. A little bit less water. I'm gonna give it like another 30 seconds and we'll see how this one looks. I think we're pretty close. All right, I'm gonna turn this down a little bit. I'm gonna hit the stop button. And then we're going to take this rug out and we're going to groom it and hang it. And I think we're going to get a really good look at that light side, dark side thing on rugs with this particular one. All right, so you see,
Take this out, the rug.
The rug is completely open, and it's pretty much attached to the walls of the centrifuge now. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna actually put the rug in reverse a little bit. I'm gonna pull down this here. There we go. Up a little bit. Hold on. Joe, hit that yellow button a little bit.
Yellow button. Yep.
Yep. It's kind of a two-hand job. There we go. And now the rug basically starts to roll itself up backwards.
Yep.
And we're gonna pull it out. Perfect. And this rug looks much cleaner.
Yep.
And the light side is actually going that way. So I'm gonna stand on this side. And you can actually see already how much brighter it is. That one's good, that one's good. And all we're gonna do now, we're gonna groom the rug to put the fibers back in their direction. You can actually see in some spots how much lighter it's getting. Especially like right there. And what happens if we don't do this after we wash it, the rug will dry and it's just like hair. So if your hair, you wake up with like bed hair and you try to fix it by just brushing it, you can't. You have to kind of wet it again. It's the same thing for rugs. So if we don't do this, the rug will just look like the hair is all over the place. And Juan, just take that before and after on your phone again. All right, guys, and we are done. We really, really, really appreciate everybody watching. Again, I am Pat with ATC Rug Washing here in New York. We're going to do a lot more lives. I'm really happy, and everybody who asked questions, thank you. I'm very happy to answer them. And we will see you guys in the next video.